Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and since I'm getting a lot of requests to show you this Story Medicine Tarot, and this says the first edition, and it was sent to me for a review from Jessica, which I am going to host as a guest, and you will have a chance to find out more about her work told by her own self. But this deck was self-published and it was made and printed in the United States. You can check out her website, thestorymedicine.com. I found her through Jen Gallucci, so thanks Jen for pointing me out to Jessica's work. Storytelling is a healing art like tarot. When we hear a story, we feel it with our whole being. We feel what is possible for us, we imagine different outcomes and try on different perspectives. We take back the magic of being the narrator of our own life. Story is a powerful force of nature. Story is our medicine and the time is right now. So she says that the Story Medicine Tarot is weaved of 4 pillar stories told by the story healer Jessica Zinchuk. The 4 stories take you on a journey into woman. Start in the mind's black sky, sink down into the choppy hard waters, then explore the spine that binds our soul pages, and lastly travel down to the red roots of the woman. These instinctual and primal roots catch fire when a woman knows her magic. These flames start at the base of the pelvis, shoot up the entire body and out the top of the skull, bringing the journey full circle. This deck includes 78 hand-painted cards, a guidebook with interpretation and directions of how to make story with tarot. Are you ready to hear a story? So as you see, it's a very unique, a very different deck. The box, I think you can, if you go to her website, you will see that the deck is out of print. So don't worry about it. You can head over to Game Crafter and you can purchase this deck there. I don't know if this looks exactly the same on the Game Crafter, but it feels like the Game Crafter box, you know, so I think that's it. One precaution, the deck is quite expensive. It's $89 plus postage. So, you know, it's not a deck, it's not a cheap deck. And a lot of you I know will be going, oh, but the box is shit. And yeah, the box is shit. And probably for this price, maybe there is some better outcomes, you know, and the better maybe printing ways that the deck can be printed. But I think from how I got to know Jessica, you know, she's an artist, and I can imagine only by opening my own page how much work it actually costs to, and how much time it takes to print your own deck. So maybe in the future she will find some other outlets. I don't know. We can ask her when we speak to her. But for now, the deck costs $89, and the cards are the Game Crafter cards, so they're quite thin. But to be honest, I like the feel of it. It reminds me a little bit of Ashera Tarot. When you shuffle, it's cool. You probably have to be a little bit careful not to, you know, tear them or something. They're not paper thin or laminated like the Tarot of Transformation, but close. They're not, you know, they're not thick cards. Nevertheless, as you can see, these are the backs, and this is like, these are flames, and the cards have this linen kind of feel, like a little bit, you know, of the texture. They're not totally smooth. They're not as textured as, for example, Usi, Pagan Otherworlds, but they do have this linen finish and they feel good in the hand. But I just make the point of showing you that they're flexible cards and not, you know, thick like Moonchild Tarot or something like this. So I think we're going to start with, I want to show you, you know, I just got this deck, so unfortunately I haven't had time to play with it so much. It comes also with this little booklet, Story Medicine Tarot Guidebook. And I've read this whole thing. It's beautiful. She actually uses stories to introduce the, you know, the suits. And she attaches certain major arcana to different suits. So like, for example, Fool, Empress, Emperor, Hermit, and Judgment, and the World. She kind of makes a story from these cards and to the suit of Pentacles. And she has a story for each of the suits. So I'm just going to hold it like this. You can maybe, you know, stop it and give it a read and see how the book is written. And then you get the description of each of the cards from the perspective of a storyteller. And it seems like each of the cards gets, you know, like a little, like Three of Pentacles is story web. Four of Pentacles is letting go. Five of Pentacles is the broken bone. I'm going to show you one of the suits and we go with the book. And the majors are kind of, you know, separated into these, into the suits. So each of the suit kind of is ruled over a certain amount of majors. And so that's the booklet. And that's her. So that's how the box looks. And when we start with the Fool, so for example, you know, this is the beginning of the story. And this is, as we can see, a woman coming out through an opening, which looks like, you know, the yoni, from a cave, from the womb, into the open space, into the world. And it says, for the full spirit of the moment. And the description in the booklet goes like this. I am a spontaneous moment, the heart in its purest form, childlike and curious. I am believing without seeing. I am a new beginning. By the way, the artwork was made by her partner, and she has written the deck and gave, you know, the impulse and instructed him what to do. She also posed for many of the pictures, maybe for all of them, I don't know. And she said that in the book that she feels like, you know, she embodied each of the tarot archetype and that connected her very strongly to the deck and to tarot in itself. And that whole idea came to her in a dream. And this particular tarot deck is only a part one of the whole project. She has this vision of creating 4 tarot decks of 78 cards for each element, and it will be like a medicine wheel, one huge deck with the same backs that you can connect into, you know, whatever 300 something cards to tell stories. So this is High Priestess. And take a look how gorgeous this artwork is, how raw, how powerful. It really, when I saw this deck, I was just like, oh, this is just something really, I love this type of artwork. Raw, kind of naive, kind of simple, but powerful. And this is one of the favorite emperors. I have an issue to connect to Emperor card even more than to connect to the Pope or stuff like this. And this one definitely takes it for me to that level when I'm so comfortable with it, with all these growing roots, with the, you know, umbilical cord going down into the ground. So the Hierophant is shown like this. And if we want to maybe check quickly, the Hierophant, where are you? So the Hierophant says, the teacher. I am the teacher that walks you through fire and makes you strong. I am the hard lessons, the pain and the agony of the work. I am not here in vain. I am here to teach you, challenge you, and make you rise from ashes. So it's beautiful. And I love those books when you get tarot to get inspired, to get to do things, to creatively engage in walking, you know. How cool is the Lovers? It's the self-love, you know, enjoying the pleasures of life, of your body. Beautiful Chariot, very simple. Love the strength, the horned woman. We see the rose, the blood dripping. Love it. Hermit, hidden in the cave. Wheel of Fortune, so beautiful. Just love this connotation also with the ancient goddesses. That's so Jessica. So this Justice with the feather, very gentle but very focused, very centered. And so, you know, the balance is just so light. The Hanged Woman, she looks like she's coming out of the cocoon. Not quite yet, but, you know, the right timing. And you out of the death. very cool. Temperance also, I can so connect to this image of the fire and earth and, you know, the strength, but it comes also from your heart. That's where the pure balance can be also created. How cool. The devil, very red, very like, you know, hold of your brains in some way and your bones. Love this tower. It's like split personality or fragmentation of your soul, disconnection from your body. You know, like kind of everything is a bit split and distracted and destroyed. So how can you connect these pieces? How can you make yourself whole again? The star, very free. And the moon and the sun. It's so cute, just very simple, fairy tale like. Judgment, so beautiful. Can I find judgment just to let you know what the judgment says? Judgment says instant forgiveness. I am instant forgiveness. I accept what is. I am raw truth and painful emotion boiled down into pure love. I am compassion and tenderness. I am the heart resolved and made clean again. Oh, that's beautiful to go with forgiveness for judgment. And the world, you know, the turtle medicine, togetherness, sun, beautiful. So these were the majors. And now we kind of weave the stories. So I'm just going to go through the ace, from Ace of Wands. So the deck is a little bit even peepish, which is kind of cool, you know. So the wands, they are roots of fire, right? And the wands story is called Roots on Fire. And then she goes into a story, she describes it, and then she goes speaks about the wisdom message, and then remember, so she gives you here another lesson or a poem or some text, and then we have major themes. So then we have major arcana that are connected in her idea to the wand system, wand suit, and then we go into the wands from ace to the 10, and then the court cards she renamed. So the grandmother of wands is the king, the goddess mother is the queen, young mother of wands is the knight, and daughter of wands is the page. So let's just see how these cards look. Some of them are a little bit even maybe peepish, like this two of wands, three of wands, this opening, four of wands, you know, your fire is awoken, but it's a stable fire, it's beautiful, it's sustainable. Then five of wands with the knots, and the knot of all these different things. How can you untie it? How can you creatively make something happen? Six of wands, breathing fire. Seven of wands reminds me of Vasalisa, you know, she's got the fire, she's off, but it's dark outside. Eight of wands, this journey, she's got the guiding light of the moon here to move past, get out of the labyrinth. And nine of wands reminds me of Kali, right? The strength and power and this, oh, just love that. And 10 of wands, there's heaps of stuff she's carrying. And then we have the page, shows the daughter, and you can see that she just starts to weave. She's even making maybe, you know, the yarn. Here she's already as the knight starting to make the yarn, and then here she's as a mother of wands, she's already nearly finished with the whole thing, and as king she's lift up, she's put it on, and she's free to really enjoy what she's created. So as you can see, this whole thing, it makes a story. So when you read it with a book for the first time, it really makes sense. It makes a beautiful story. And now this is the element of swords, so it's like horns. Two is always the same, just duality, And then we have connotation with Rider-Waite-Smith, but this tears coming out, you know, she's suffering, definitely. And this deck doesn't shy from showing it, so this need for recuperation, but it's bare ground, nothing is there, you know, you don't need any input. I love this Five of Swords. Oh, it's one of my favorites. She just took out her eyes and put them into the hands. So like you do something blind, you know, like you don't see what's happening. You don't see the consequences. You kind of took out your eyes not to see what's happening. So that's pretty cool. Six of Swords. You're reaching out for help. It's like in Sakurai Bito Tarot. It's like taking a breath, you know, seeing maybe this light coming from... And here in the Seven, you're ready to get up and go and maybe move towards this light. In Eight of Swords, you might feel like, you know, you're in the fates kind of breath, kind of caught up in all these events. Nine of Swords, sad, desperate, and Ten of Swords, finished. And here we have Daughter of Swords. She's got this little bud here. It just starts to sprout. Here we have this bud being, you know, bigger, and she's much more kind of in action, like Knight of Swords. As the Mother of Swords, she's, you know, has some thorns, she's gone through some things, the rose is blossoming, and the Grandmother of Swords, amazing. Thorns, she went through shit, but she has her peace and her power. Oh, I love this sword elements, it's so cool. So now this element of Cups, and they show like this, I don't know, it reminds me, I think it's a seaweed, but it reminds me of, you know, the dream plant, what is it, the poppy, also has this like, but I know that Jessica also makes this drumming, what are they, the shakers and the little rattles from seaweed. You can check her work, they're very cool. So this is Ace of Cups, spilling out. Two of Cups, you know, this unity, togetherness. Three of Cups, there's more of us, and I like this kind of plaid. Four of Cups, she's kind of holding to her shit. Maybe a bit, that reminds me a little bit of Four of Pentacles, but in the book, what does she say in the book about Cups? Where do we have the Cups? Here we have the Cups. So Four of Cups says excess. I am excess, greed, discontent. I am the big I, so sadly disconnected from the heart, stomach. I am the band-aid you keep putting on over that wound you won't face or heal. It's time to feed your heart with what it really wants. So how cool. See, this book is like, it doesn't shy from the shadow. This is Five of Cups. So again, two Fools. So very Rider-Waite-Smith here. You know, Six of Cups, finding that pearl. Seven of Cups, overflowing. Eight of Cups, she's off. Nine of Cups, like the wish card, follow your heart's desires. And Ten of Cups, fully immersed, you know, and let go of control. And here we have Daughter of Cups, so Page of Cups. Here she has the seaweed and that rattle. Mother, so Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups, and Grandmother of Cups in the water. She's connected, she's strong, she's can really be like, you know, shamaness of emotions. And then the last element is the Suit of Pentacles. Here we have the egg, which also is the earth, beautiful colors. Because as you see, the deck is kind of quite maybe, you know, saves on color, but it's vibrant. Two of Pentacles. Pentacles are those little babes. So here she has them on the, you know, she's like juggling and trying to keep her grounding. Here's the weaving the web, cooperation. Four of Pentacles, pulled by all this stuff, but she's grounded. She's on, you know, close to earth. Here, that's beautiful card, I think, for anyone who lost a baby, or who, for people who had miscarriages or couldn't have children. You could really feel the sadness of this one. It's very evocative. Six of Pentacles, the sharing, giving, taking, you know, the Seven of Pentacles. It's like your backbone, you know, you're really testing Here's the work, 8 of Pentacles. It's really cool idea with those babes. 9 of Pentacles, abundance, definitely, heaps of those. They're alive and walking all over the place. And 10 of Pentacles, all the creation that comes out of the womb, you know, out of a woman. And Daughter of Pentacles, grounded, open, earth in her chest. Here the Mother of Pentacles, young mother, so the Knight of Pentacles already carrying like Atlas, the world on the back. Here the Queen of Pentacles, the world is big, but it's in her embrace. She has very big heart and, you know, power. And here the King of Pentacles, he's like holding the earth. He is the earth and she is the earth, you know. So Grandmother of Pentacles, it's the goddess itself. So this is the deck, and this is just to show you what it is. So if you like it, you can, you know, head on and get it for yourself. I do invite you on the 2nd February. We're going to be talking with Jessica, the creatrix of this deck, on my channel, and I'm not sure how we're going to do it, if we're going to record it and upload it or if it's going to be live. I'll let you know, but definitely 2nd of February on Imbolc, we're going to be riding with Bridget's Fire of Inspiration and hopefully share the inspiration with you. We will ask Jessica about this deck. If you have any questions that you want me to ask Jessica, if you have any questions about the deck itself, process, what she does, I will link all her, you know, her Instagram account and her website down below. I did say about the project that this is just the first part. She's creating the 2nd part now, and it looks amazing too. It's with animals and shape-shifting, so you want to take a look. There will be a little video that I will post in the description box below as well for you to check out. And I am so fascinated with this deck. I can't wait to actually properly sit down and work with it, and I will be back with how I work with it, what happens, but I think it might be one of those decks that maybe will not change how I read tarot, but will definitely enrich how I read tarot. And I strongly advise you to just check out her work. You don't need to buy the tarot. I know it's expensive, but check out her work on IG. She posts a lot of videos. She's moving with the body. She's singing. She's embracing all this creative goddess energy. And I wanted to also just say thank you to Jessica if she watches this, and that I can't wait to chat in person with her, and for you guys to just write down your questions in the comments if you have any, and then I'm going to maybe pick some and, you know, use them in the interview. Thank you for watching, and I speak to you soon. Bye.